Hello and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our bi-weekly casual talk fest. My name is Tay.
I'm Tori.
I'm Tyler.
And on today's very, very special episode, we're going to bring you a spoiler cast for Endgame, everybody. What did you guys think about it? Can I go first?
Sure, yeah.
My favorite scene was when Black Panther gave Captain America the N-word pass, and he used it liberally.
he
was
very lucrative with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing, though. You get a free pass like that, and you have a limited time to use it. Mm-hmm. So you're going to go ahead.
No, it was like
advantage.
5 minutes of screen time, and then he went back in time to use it. That was the most offensive part of the movie, is when he went back in time to use it.
Yeah, he was yelling it at some pretty prominent figure. He basically just became like a racist Groot.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only word he would say.
Yeah.
You just
it
had
really
to get emotion from it. It was just,
Except it wasn't
Hodor
like
of the
I
South.
am, it's you are, and it was really bad.
Yeah. And like the thing is, if you're given a pass like that, you should at least have the grace to not use the hard R.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did give him the pass.
Yeah.
And he didn't specify. That's the problem.
There was no hard line rules.
He said you have the N-word pass.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he didn't say it.
Right.
But it was
Well, he
really,
doesn't need.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
But even
No.
he said he didn't say the word. He said the N-word pass.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He said the
yeah.
N-word pass.
That's where it got
I
real
think,
weird.
Yeah, I think Captain America being from the 40s just took that as like, oh, I don't like, because he doesn't know pop culture. That's the entire joke of the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
It's the running through line.
Yeah.
He didn't know that it had shifted from hard R to A. So he, oh boy,
Yeah. But he was also like,
It was weird that that's how he defeated Thanos.
yeah, no, Thanos just got so offended that he just fucked off of Earth.
Yeah. Mega lib. No one really knows.
No one really knew that Thanos was a huge lib cuck.
Yeah, but just saying that he just lost his mind and ran
it
away.
was weird how we found out that Thanos' chin was actually just a pussy hat that he had been wearing.
Yeah.
Yep.
After his loss, Thanos just went straight to Tumblr and started posting about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they had to be safe for work now, which he didn't like because Thanos takes a lot of dick pics.
Thanos has a huge dick.
Yeah.
He's not the daddy of the universe. Thanos is the granddaddy of the universe.
Yeah.
Like,
you know why we were using the eggplant meme for penis way before this movie,
Yeah,
right?
he had sort of-
Because
we all knew-
everybody
holy
already
shit,
knew.
Marvel had planted it. They
Yeah, it
wanted
was
us to
sort
get
of like
used
a-
to purple dicks.
Yeah, it was like a sort of integrated marketing scheme they've had going since
I believe it. Honestly, I believe it, and well done on them.
Yeah, hats off to them.
Hats off to Joe and Anthony Russo for
really getting that.
for really doing the brave things that no one else would.
Yeah, taking that movie in a bold new direction for such a climactic event, and boy,
Oh my
was it.
God, yeah. Like that whole scene where we had to watch Spider-Man lose his virginity, that was really awkward.
Yeah.
I did not like
and I
I didn't like that we showed Tom Holland crying after.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't
yeah.
think that was like part of the script. I think that was ad-libbed, if you will. I think that just happened, and
Honestly, he's such a good actor because I had like.
well, the show must go on.
Well, I couldn't like it. It was that ambiguity that I know that Spider-Man was feeling because I didn't know if it was like a good cry or a bad cry.
And the weirdest thing about that scene to me was, yeah, we all think Aunt May is hot in these new reboots, but come on, Spider-Man, like that hot?
yeah, like
That's a pretty moral shift, like a pretty strong moral shift for you.
especially
the winds are blowing and you're kind of going
the
for it.
third
Yeah.
act of his second movie.
And the fact that
essentially.
it was, yes, it was the third act. Like that was the entire third act of the movie. It was just, it was slow, tender, a little bit clumsy.
Who knew that he had an actual spider penis? Like
Yep.
it also had 8 arms.
Yeah, and the you know, it was,
Creepy as
the
shit.
jig was sort of up once he did, finish and webbed
Yeah.
it right to the wall.
Well,
Yeah.
did you guys see
we did say spoilers though.
Oh yeah,
so we're
spoilers,
Oh,
spoilers
yeah,
galore.
yeah.
Did you guys see in that scene though where Peter Parker fucks Aunt May? That Rocket Raccoon was watching in the window outside.
Okay, canonically a voyeur though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've kind of set it up before, like in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
They've established that he and what's Batista's character?
It's Batista.
It's Batista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who he
okay.
plays.
Yeah, okay. So they set up that he and Batista both kind of like circle jerk each other and they're voyeurs. So
Everyone has their kinks. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, they did make a 3-hour movie, so I guess they could fit that stuff into it. But
Right,
it just felt like filler.
Well,
a lot
imagine
of
the
it.
deleted scenes too. Once we get that special edition DVD, that's gonna be like 7 hours of hardcore content.
Yeah, that's going to be some wet and wild behind
Yeah,
the
once we
scenes.
get the Zack Snyder cut, that one's gonna be darker. It's gonna be grittier.
Well, I guess you could
We're gonna
say
see them come too. That's the thing. We're not just gonna get like that close up eye shot because it's Disney. You know, got to be family
Got to
friendly.
be implied ejaculation.
Yeah,
that
it's got to
anime
be.
might call it.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's got to be just like the shot of the eyes, and you can kind of see it. But like with the Snyder cut, we do get to see the penises and the ejaculation out of them.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't happen to see this film in theaters, you can expect it to come out sometime this summer on DVD. And I think we can all say it's going to be a wet, hot American summer.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty embarrassing to go to your local Target and buy it though, because everyone knows why you're watching it.
It's gonna feel like you're buying a porno. I mean, like you just really care about like the super.
Did you
friends
see what the
and-
DVD cover is going to look like too?
Is
It is just Thanos' dick.
Yep.
And
Oh,
it's
wow.
hitting all of the Avengers. Like that whole
wow.
ensemble cast, you know how like they usually have like the big bad guy in the middle and everyone's staggered
Yeah.
around? Yeah, it's Thanos' dick in the middle.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's actually one of those like holographic
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
But as you like tilt it, the dick like goes across everyone's faces. And
Oh,
you can
he's
see
like
the
he's sort of like
Yeah.
you see like,
He's
the spit
hitting
come
them
out.
with it.
I actually heard that
It's not spit.
I heard that if you're looking for the sort of a entire Marvel collector's edition set up until now, it's actually going to come in a big Thanos dick.
God, I really
A big pink dick, and you have to just unscrew his very sizable head,
Well,
and that's where all the DVDs sit.
Yep.
I wonder if they're gonna do that though, or if they're gonna do, because we all thought like with the big like kind of like plot twist moment was obviously when we thought the snap came from Thanos' hand.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when he snapped his
Yep.
finger. When Thor cut off Thanos' hand and then the snap still happened. Then he like looked down and smiled, and we saw that it was the real Infinity Gauntlet was
Yeah.
like all of the stones were bedazzled onto his penis the whole time.
Right.
So when he comes, that's when the snap happens.
Yeah, and well, I've also heard it said that like, and this is probably more of like an in the comics thing, but like, it just he has to have a dick noise of some kind. So he has been known to like occasionally mushroom stamp to knock out some of the populace.
Yeah.
I believe. Just
Yeah.
give him a little.
Yep.
It's really weird though that they only had it be Black Widow that he was mushroom stamping. That felt
Yeah.
a little like
It felt like
it's
a forced-
2019.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a bit of a forced relationship.
But you know,
and
it's
stuff like that.
Hollywood. It happens.
I know, but we can still be disappointed that they take
yes,
these.
absolutely,
Like,
we can.
Yeah.
Yep.
that was fun.
So
That was actually hilarious.
So that was cool. That was fun.
That was a good time. Do we have any more really
I
good,
like-
really good pop culture jokes?
Or are we just should we just pack it up early? I think it's gonna be really weird if it's like fucking Omnic is just like, hey mom, you want to like there's this really funny boys I watch on YouTube here. You should come and see this, and it's just 8 minutes of us talking
Come.
about Thanos' dick.
Well, I didn't start the show how I usually do and ask you how you guys were. So how are you?
Well, Thanos dick.
I'm horny.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I had to boil it down, yeah.
Again, like I was saying earlier, it's not like do you want to fuck Thanos, because it's like we all do. Like it's like
Yes.
and across the universe, yes, we would all fuck Thanos given the chance.
Yeah, it's not an if, it's a when.
So that exactly. So like when he finally calls upon you, then it's like you're crying, but it's happiness.
yeah,
Like it's he picked me out of everyone.
yeah. Like I won.
Yeah.
I get his very good meaty dick.
With and you know the stones are ribbed for your pleasure. Like when he's got those bedazzled on, he just kind of like licks it and sticks it on him.
Yeah, because good
stuff.
I'm sorry, are they stick-on jewels?
Yeah.
Like sort of adhered on one side, and you can just. So
They're flat on
he's
the
not
other end.
perpetually wearing jewels on his penis.
No, he can. No, duh. You need to clean them. Dishwasher safe.
Okay. No, you're right. I'm clearly
there was an
silly on this one.
appliance?
Yeah,
No, hold on. I think you just opened the door for a really interesting line of conversation.
I don't think I did.
What if there was a...
And if I did open that door, I shut it behind me very sneakily.
What if, or would you purchase an appliance specifically for cleaning your junk? Every morning.
It's called a shower.
No,
Yeah,
hold
it's like a
on.
shower.
Hold on.
Are you talking about a Thanos stick? Like I could buff those jewels, I suppose, with like get a Black and Decker and just go at it. But
Well, you would need a power washer for him.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, just because there's so much real estate there.
Mostly what I'm talking about is an addition to your shower. There's just like a hole in your wall where you stick it in. And it
That's a
cleans
glory
it.
hole.
That
exists, and you stick it through, and someone sucks it.
No. Well, fine. I'm sorry. My topic sucked. Carry on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that, and it's just, no, I would not get that because with how often that, like, normal household appliances fuck up, like,
Oh, no.
that's the last thing I would
It's a
want
big dick
fucking-
trap.
Yeah, it's a big dick trap.
Oh man. So like, yeah. What is it, like a golf ball washer sort of thing?
Yeah.
But for your
Ouch.
But you have a shower. You don't need
Yeah.
a secondary appliance. That is the cleaning appliance.
that-
Okay, so you've answered my question. No, you would not purchase one.
Okay, were you looking for
appliance already
investors?
exists.
What
do you mean?
You can't be like, what's
It's not
something
an
nobody
invention.
needs, but I will make
It's
it.
not an invention. It already exists.
All right, Sharks. I want to ask for $3 million to make a golf ball cleaner for your balls.
And then, but then the sharks would be like, this just doesn't seem like a good idea. And you're like, I didn't want to have to do this, but you ever seen a dick this clean? Boom! You rip open the pants, and they're like, and it has that
Mark
little like,
Cuban is like oogling and ogling at
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
shiny. And
Yeah.
you know he likes shiny things.
Yep.
That's a man of money.
yeah, he likes shiny things like the $100 bill.
Yeah, and he famously already owns ball-related things like a couple sports teams, so I feel like he's just all about circular-shaped, ovular-shaped things.
Right.
That's really what he is. He's just a child that's like, shiny, circle, and he just kind of reaches out and says, gimme, and he's got the money.
That's the thing, is like, it comes down to, you can talk as much shit, but it's like, you don't know what you'd do until you had that kind of money, where you could just be like, fuck
no.
it.
Yeah, no, everything is just like, I'll lose a few million. Doesn't matter to me.
yeah, like
Oh, Tyler, you'd be scary if you were very rich.
absolutely.
You're saying you can have the technology in 5 years for lightsabers. Yes, I will invest. Absolutely.
Yeah. But, oh my God, would you try and just be like, look, will you let me cut off your arm if I compensate you 10 times over?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
have that
prosthetics
on-
are so good now.
someone write down that time code so that when the court needs it, then
Prosthetics are so good now.
And since they're probably going to have to watch the entire podcast for any more
yeah,
context,
it's gonna get real weird in that courtroom, huh?
It's really going to get
Exhibit
weird.
A.
back there.
Thanos' dick, right, guys?
That's the thing is I'm going to be sitting there and then we're supposed to be all serious watching it and then I'm going to laugh and then they'll be like, I made a funny, sir.
Yeah, the lawyer's going to be like, Do you think this is funny, Mr. Matheson?
I do think I'm very funny, yes.
No. So you think it's hilarious that you cut a man's arm off for the pleasure of yourself?
With a lightsaber, yes.
You said pleasure yourself.
The jury's just like, oh shit, not guilty.
And yeah, I'm in the back of the courtroom. I'm like, hell yeah, get him, dude.
You're like hyping it up like it's a boxing match. Get him! Right! Yeah! You got it!
You're like, I think I'm funny, sir. Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Oh my god.
That's the thing, is like it's so fucking like everyone hypes up like, oh, this person has to present themselves in front of the Senate today. Those are the easiest fucking appointments ever because literally all they do is they sit back and they're on C-SPAN, sick. 3 people are watching and 2 of them are dead and the TV is still on. That's it. And then all they have to do is just whenever someone asks them a question, they just have to abide their like 5 minutes or whatever that the senator gets to ask them questions by just saying, I don't recall. I don't recall. All you have to do, it's such a fucking easy out.
Which, like, that shouldn't happen though.
No.
And like everything in Washington's kind of fucked right now.
Everyone just says it's such
like,
an easy
what
out.
what are some alternative tactics we could use then if we want to get real answers?
Chain
from
them
them?
in there, and then we don't let them go. We're not torturing because torturing doesn't give any answers. But we just keep them like there. Like we chain the chair to the floor, and it's like, no, you can say I don't recall as much as you want, but then you're here for much longer. Also, no water or food. So
Okay, well
the
that's
speedier
torture
you
then,
do it.
so
Yeah.
It's torture light.
nope. Well, okay.
With
I'm
ads.
sorry. You think
With ads.
starving and making someone die of thirst, that is
Well, they
not
don't.
real.
No, they don't die of thirst if they just don't waste 6 hours by saying I don't recall.
But then if it's you're implying that it's someone who we all think is guilty and they're
no,
trying
they
to-
don't have to be guilty or anything. It's just come on, like give up the documents, just release everything, like just give us access to this stuff, and we're good. We're done. Don't say I don't recall. We all know you recall.
No, that's a bad idea. I think we got to do something that's gonna be a bit more like
Oh, I'm sorry.
Action-oriented.
Was my joke on our comedy podcast? Was that too like? Oh, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's
let
not
me
gonna
think
work.
about what it'll actually work.
okay, well, sorry. Here I go. It's trying to set up Tory's big goof on the Senate, and then you destroy it. I won that argument.
I think you just killed yourself.
Yeah, I think I had a stroke trying to come up with those words.
Yeah, but I think your left brain stopped functioning.
Yeah, it was sort of like flickering.
I saw
like an
your
old
eyes
light.
twitching.
Yeah, it was bad. But what if we tickle their feet until they give us the answers? Or think about on the playground at school. If that's gonna make it sound like I was bullied, but if you ever like. Anyone ever came up to you and did that thing where they like knock on your chest? They're like, name 10 candy bars, name 10 candy bars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually.
Well,
Wait, holy
friends
shit.
would do it.
I think you just uncovered a repressed memory. I literally just remembered that.
Yeah, and it was
The
it was
only
my
time-
dad a year ago.
The only time that's ever been done is when you did it to me, like showing me what your brother would do.
I thought you were
yeah,
his bully.
No,
No.
I
Tori
bullied
is
him.
my bully.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, Tori is in the current tense.
But we just
Got it.
mount those criminals. We get on top of them, and we're just like, name all your crimes, say them.
Where were you the night of the 15th? Where were you the night of the 15th?
I like tickling because it's impossible to not talk when you're being tickled, and you have no control over what you're saying. So it's basically like a truth serum.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
I know
thinking,
what's in
too.
Tyler's search history.
Is tickle porn a thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Let's not get into it.
Yeah. So if we're talking about the other pop culture stuff, do we want to get into the Sonic thing? Or
Yes!
is that kind of like has that been played out at this point?
No, we need to talk about
I feel
Sonic.
like we're a couple weeks late on it though.
No, there's a reason I want to talk about Sonic in particular.
And it's because Sonic is just your absolute thing.
No, I'm
No,
actually.
he means like your boo thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
You and the S-Man going fast together.
Also, I have a fucking bone to pick with you, but we'll get to that. The reason I wanted to bring up Sonic was because the internet's like, haha, yeah, we bullied them on the internet long enough until they decided to redesign Sonic.
Yeah.
So there's two things that I'm bringing up here.
Okay.
One, I think this is actually just the most genius marketing tactic I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Could be.
Someone sat in a boardroom and was like, fuck, Detective Pikachu looks great, you guys. How the fuck are we going to come up with anything else? Because, we're fucking Sega.
Yeah.
And someone in the back of the room kind of leaned back in their chair with their hands up like this and just went, what if we released a fake trailer with a design so bad everyone and their fucking mother talks about it, and we say we're going to rush to redesign, but actually release, the actual
Proper
movie.
one.
Yeah.
That would be genius because let's be honest, Sonic's always looked like an abomination, right? Mm-hmm. But that was something else.
Yeah.
he has human teeth.
Yep.
He has
He's always kind of had
teeth.
human teeth,
No.
doesn't he?
No.
Was he
No,
just
because sometimes he's
nothing
got
but
like
gums?
Sometimes he's got like little like
The thing is, they tried to make him look
fang
like
thingies,
not
not
a cartoon. Sonic is a cartoon character.
Yeah.
They gave him literally accurate human proportions up to the head, which is freaky as shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Other thing,
Yeah.
if that's not what's happening, the most genius marketing ploy ever of all time ever.
Yeah.
There actually is a team of animators that are going to have to go back in crunch time and redesign this fucking character for a movie that's coming out this fucking fall.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That is insane.
The amount of crunch time that they're going to have to go through just because the internet whined at them,
yeah.
and they probably still won't release a product good enough for the public. I feel bad for these fucking animators.
Yeah. But
That's my thing. That's why I wanted to bring up
I
Sonic.
feel like there might be a chance with that. They just have like a 3D like model rig,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they kind of reskin it. Like I don't know if every shot's going to be completely redoing the entire thing.
I would imagine it has to be like an asset that they can change.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
And, like, they'll
there's
have to
no
do
way they
other
would make
things,
it
but-
without like in any like modern technique of like creating anything. You always individualize your assets so
Yeah.
you can go back into
Yeah.
them in
Yeah.
case
Yeah.
like someone notices like in like a QA or anything like what's that thing, and then someone could be like, oh fuck, we need to go fix
Well,
that.
you know, Sonic and QA have never really had a great relationship, so there's that.
It's because Sonic sucks.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
As a game, no.
As
I
a
just,
game,
as a
yeah,
game.
I'm not disputing that at all. The games
No,
are terrible.
I was just surprised at how I have like negative skin in this game. Like no skin in this game of like caring how the Sonic movie turns out. But then when I saw the trailer, it was like never in my wildest dreams would I have thought it would be this
That's
bad.
the other thing for me too. Is like I don't give a shit about. In fact, well, like I dislike Sonic based on when we played that. Check it out on the channel.
Oh, it's great.
But same as you, it was like I had in my wildest dreams, I never would have pictured the trailer of being that bad.
Yeah.
Like that hard to watch. I thought it was going to be like either kind of not take itself too seriously or like look so bad it might be entertaining or something like that.
no.
It looked like a bad.
It looked like something where you're going to very uncomfortably cringe at it the whole time.
Yeah, if you were to remove Sonic from the trailer, like it would almost be like a really bad Hallmark trailer in levels of like cringiness. Like if you
Yeah.
took out like the space aspect of it or like Alien
Right.
or whatever the fuck he is, like it'd be so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What, does Jim Carrey not give a shit no more?
Oh, of course
What's
not.
his old deal?
Oh my god, no.
He's got tons of money, and he
That's-
probably saw this script and went, "I'll do that while drunk."
or just like yeah, I've heard that name before, Dr.
Oh,
Robotnik.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
And then,
oh,
and
man,
then by the
cement.
time the trailer came out, it was too late. He can't back out now.
No. But oh my god, it's just fucking. To me, it's just fucking hilarious how bad he looks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it really is just like because none of him is over exaggerated like a cartoon character would be.
Yeah.
Like typically there's something that's like over exaggerated, but like his hands are normal sized.
Yeah.
And they're the wrong color.
Yeah.
And then his like feet are normal sized.
Yeah.
But it's his head is so big and it's not even like in a cute way. You know how like sometimes there's like those little like plush dolls with like really big heads and it's like, "Oh, that's cute."
Yeah.
No, this is nightmarish.
Yeah. It's. I don't know how did they originally.
Why did they give him human eyes?
That had to be seen by a lot of people to get approved to be the final design for it, and no one was like, "That's horrifying." Not one person looked
not
at it
a
and went,
single-
"Guys, are we fucking serious right
Not
now?"
a single member of that board
Everyone
brought
was
their kid in and went,
fucked
"Hey, look,
up.
I'm working on Sonic," and nobody did that. Nobody did that.
Yeah, all they had to do
Or
was
they brought the kids in and the kids were like, "Ah!" And they were like, they love it. They're
look at how excited they are. It's just,
oh my god, there's no way it's like a fucking genius marketing ploy because that would be like that's almost guaranteeing like shooting yourself in the foot for profit. Like typically doesn't work. So I can't imagine that anyone for like the first Sega movie would like sign off on that. Like, hey, you know what would be good for marketing is if we fucked ourselves.
I think they did like handle it in a good way though, because they made the internet, the big whiny internet, feel like they won.
Yeah.
Because it was like that's something
The
we
only way
can
to do
change.
it.
Like yeah, we'll change it. Like, we're making this for the fans, and then that just got them a bunch of good grades because people are going to be like, oh, they did it for us. Like, they made it our Sonic again.
Yeah.
So, still, like, they handled it
Oh
about
my
the
God.
best
Sonic
way they
is
could.
ours. Sonic belongs to the gamers, okay?
Well, that's how the fucking gaming community gets,
Yeah.
though. They're
Yeah.
like, my video game. No, go fuck yourself. But
Yeah.
So let me hit you with a theory or a hypothetical, if you will. What if they go through and change the entire movie, right? They're on crunch time. They have to change it,
Yeah.
you know, and everything like that. Sonic's design and everything. What if someone forgets a scene? And for
yes.
just one scene, if we jump back to the other Sonic design and everyone in the theater loses their fucking minds because it's
Or-
horrifying.
Or alternatively, what if like rendering went bad, but it was like so crunch time that like no one like watched the final output or anything. They just like sent it off. And then for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, like he didn't fully render. So he's just like not there. It's just like a blue mask or something.
He looks like one of those fuck ups in Assassin's Creed with like the eyes.
Oh
and
my God.
teeth.
It's just like extend. Holy shit.
And it's like, gotta go fast.
Oh, God.
Shattering disembodied teeth.
we gotta go fuck Robotnik, but it's just like, yeah, it looks like one of those little like jumping chattermouths.
Oh, fuck.
God, that would be a horrible nightmare.
I would love that.
Why would you put that? You ruined everyone's day, Taylor. God damn it.
Good.
That did put a damper on.
Do you think that the original Sonic one, like the one from the trailer, is now going to become like the kind of rare, like the rare one that people almost want because that was the one that was changed. Like they changed it for the final release, but like I got a copy before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they have like
Bootleg Sonic DVDs.
Yeah. What if
Yeah.
they have like 20 of the original pressed DVDs with that design, and collectors
Yeah.
are like, oh yeah, like in 2057 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they did the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie before the Sega, universe movies came out.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we have to prepare ourselves for a Sega universe.
Also, if you
Although,
ever,
if they make a Super Smash Bros. Extended universe, I'd be okay with that.
if you ever insinuate that Sonic will still have any type of grasp on the world in 2058, I will break your legs. Because if that well, I'm just sad. I hope that doesn't happen.
Well,
we got to be better as a society, right?
What, that Sonic happens until 2058, or that you break my legs?
No.
that Sonic is still culturally relevant.
Yeah, it's got to be gone, right?
No.
Well, hold
Shit.
on. Let's see. That's
It's like a lot of years away.
It's like 30 plus years in the future. Let's just say 40, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything in pop culture today
Mickey Mouse.
from 40 years ago? Well, that doesn't really count.
Why doesn't it count?
Because
How does that not count?
I guess it does count. Because, well, Disney's had, or
Literally every cartoon ever
Yeah,
is
you're
still
right.
culturally
Popeye.
relevant.
You're
Popeye, Betty Boop.
yeah, so Sonic will definitely
everything.
still be relevant in 2058.
Especially with the nostalgia fuel that
Oh,
we all
yeah.
just like pump ourselves with every day.
old games were good.
Yeah. People are going to try and lie to themselves and be like, oh, this was the best shit ever.
It's gonna be old ass Tay sitting there with a megaphone, like he's cool in the comics, chili dog, and then kill him.
I remember when Sonic ate chili dogs instead of holographic chili dogs.
Guys, I'm only going to be like 62. Actually, no, I'll be
Ooh.
65, so I'll be dead, according to you.
Yeah.
Once you're past 62, you get euthanized.
Okay.
That's just the way the system works. I'm sorry.
So if you euthanize both of us, who euthanizes you? Is it seppuku? Is that how you do it?
I don't know. I imagine there's just a whole system in place for like once you hit 62, then people show up at your door wearing like these nice clean white suits. You know that episode of Black Mirror?
Yeah.
The San whatever one?
Yeah,
Man, that Liam
San
Neeson,
Pellegrino.
Yeah, San Pellegrino, that famous episode of Black Mirror.
that Liam Neeson film's going to be great, where the men in black show up to his house because he's old, and he's like, I'm not letting you take me. And it's just a whole
The
fight
only
scene.
person we don't take is John Wick. John Wick
But we
lives-
can't touch him.
Oh, what if John Wick is the one that euthanizes all of us?
Whoa.
But it's not euthanize. He just brutally fucking murders us.
Yeah.
But the whole time he's doing it, you're like, yes, yes.
He like does like a spin kick and it breaks your jaw, but you're like, this is dope.
Oh my God,
Three
freaking
people with
autograph.
the fucking pencil. With the pencil.
Mom, the boogeyman's here. Oh, just starts kicking the shit out of you.
So I stumbled upon.
Sorry. One more thing about Sonic.
boy.
Not to cut you off, but I've got a fucking bone to pick with you.
Yep.
On Twitter, you tweeted to the void with many likes, so people saw it, and you said, "Well, with the Sonic redesign, can they like at least make him hot?"
Oh yeah.
You anti-furry hypocrite bullshitter.
Just fucking buff. He's wearing a Speedo. You just see this bulge because that would be the funniest shit.
It really would be fucking
It'd
hilarious.
be fucking hilarious if like the opening sequence for Sonic, like once he stops running fast and he stops in front of the camera, he's just fucking like
Jacked.
Brock Lesnar big.
He's got
neck.
He's got that fake neck.
His head is actually smaller than his neck.
It's got to be a very sturdy foundation when you're breaking the speed barrier or the sound barrier, right?
Oh yeah,
Breaking
absolutely.
the speed barrier.
Sonic can do anything.
God, he
he
went
can.
so fast.
Yeah. Tops out at like what, 768 miles an hour or something like that? What
I
did it
don't-
say in his little radar gun?
I don't remember the.
That's the cheesiest
That's not
ploy.
canonic. That's not canon anyway. I forget how fast Sonic can actually run. And yes, I said that with 100% seriousness. Go suck my dick. Anyway, bone picked, whatever. On the topic of old ass video games and people not getting the references. Or
Didn't you
whatever.
cut off Tyler's topic?
Yeah, he does it to me all the time though, so I don't fucking feel bad.
Tyler, what would you like to say?
Wow,
I
So
think that was very rude of you.
get this.
unbelievable.
Right? Get this.
Unfucking believable. You wiped that shit-eating grin off your fucking face.
Get this.
What's that about, T?
This I had a genius thought while I was at work today. Okay. So we all know the sexy calendars, right?
Yeah.
What if instead of sexy calendars, we did really inappropriately sad themed calendars? like it starts. Here's the thing:
Okay.
is it's got to like there's like two types of calendars.
Yeah.
There's sexy calendars and there's cute calendars.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Oh, third
So
one, landscape. Just want to be fair.
No, we get rid of those.
Pop culture?
Stop it. Anywho, so they start out like sexy or cute.
Yeah.
But then as the months go on, they get sad. So like my first idea was like factory workers of the 1800s. Like it starts off with like men with their shirt offs, like they're kind of like dusty and everything, like looking into the camera and everything.
Yeah.
But then as the months progress, you realize that their shirts are off because it's so hot in the working conditions. And then like once we hit like March, like one of them faints. April, one's like arm is gone because of a horrible factory accident because there were no safety procedures. Yeah, but he has to go back to work.
his
May,
kids.
one of them is starving because he's only getting paid like 12 cents.
Yeah, you like see the rib cage and stuff like that.
So it just gets progressively more sad as the months go on. The next one was the people of the Great Depression. So like it starts off just like, oh, like that one famous photo of like the woman with her kids, like looking off into the distance. Like, oh, what a very impactful photo.
Yeah.
But then we get into like the Hoovervilles. And then we go inside the tents and everyone's just like covered in shit and like starving again.
Like ratty. There's like a picture of a mom digging a grave for her young daughter.
Oh, yeah. Someone like about to jump off a building because all their money is gone. They lost all of it. And then we got another one of just like endangered species. Where it starts off with like, you have like 5 of the white rhino and then 4 of them. And then you see 2 of them are starving. And then 1 got poached, and then like you just keep going down.
And it shows the
And then the rest of the the rest of the year is the 2 like in captivity of the scientists trying to get them to breed, but the male's impotent.
Yep. and then it just ends with an empty field. It's just gone. So as the year goes on, you get sadder, but then, hey, January, start of a new year. Yeah, it's going to be a good month. I got my sexy factory workers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking pretty dirty. Why are they so sweaty? Oh, it's just really hot in there because there's no air conditioning and they're in a closed environment.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's like, oh, it's a boy hanging out with his grandma. Like he loves his grandma. Oh, does Grandma feel a lump on her neck? Oh. Oh, Grandma's starting treatment.
Yep.
Oh, no.
What if we did national like tragedies as well? Or is that too much?
See, I was thinking about adding it to my list, but then I was like, no, Tyler, let's try not to be edgy.
Aw.
Let's just keep it clean.
Yeah. The good,
Well, that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
clean.
yeah.
That's relatively clean.
That's Tyler Mathieson clean.
That's Mr. Clean, like this bald, sparkly head.
Yeah.
You would never shave your head.
Also, Mr. Clean, then going through treatment as well. There's like company themed ones as well. Like we see Ford shutting down plants and then like 12,000 people like outside out of a job. Like,
But a side by
could
side,
fit.
but a side by side of like how they're exporting jobs to different countries.
yes. Oh shit. And then there's just like an image of like a call center, and then outside of the call center you see it's in like Bangladesh or something. It's good.
Yeah.
Really sad calendars. You guys like that one?
And the thing is, like, there's just an infinite well to sort of draw
Oh, yeah,
from for
for
that.
sure. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of sad things. It's like, oh, you're playing fetch with Rover. Oh, a car.
Yep. Oh, that was another one of mine, was old dogs. Same tricks.
Oh,
So you got
no.
old dogs.
Yep.
And then you just see them growing old. Oh, he's getting more white. He's getting more white. He's laying down in a lot of these photos now. He's not getting up. And then just like the December is just like the paw print on clay. And that's
Oh no, no.
in the urn.
Yeah, November has to be like you see like a vet's glove with the
Yeah.
euthanasia needle. Yeah.
Yep.
But like it's blurred out in the background and it's just the dog looking up at the camera like all sad and shit.
And there's like a tear. Like dogs don't cry like that. But
It's got to be the cutest golden retriever you've ever seen,
Oh,
too.
of course.
God.
Yeah, this is a miserable idea.
Yeah.
But it was like, that's funny. Write that down.
This is an entire episode of just us trying to ruin your day, I guess.
Yeah,
'cause-
for sure.
What do you mean? Thanos dick brightened everyone's day.
Yeah, we did start off on a really high note.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, he's got good junk though. So I
He
guess.
does really have good junk.
Yeah.
He's got arguably the best junk.
Also thick as hell.
Fuck yeah. His
Yeah.
cheeks. God damn.
And I mean, his dick too.
Yeah.
It's a wide
You can see
dick.
it swinging from the back.
Yeah. It's got a lot of. It's a girthy boy. I'll just say it.
He really is the definition of business in the front and party in the back.
Yeah.
Because Thanos, he's all right with getting pegged. He's good enough in his masculinity where he's all right with it.
As long as it feels good. Tell you what you got.
All right, so on the topic of sitting, what is the hardest shoplift that you think you can get away with?
Ooh. What's the hardest shoplift? And this. Okay.
Does it have to be from, so like imply like shoplifting is just from like a store? Like you can't just steal things from people's houses.
That's theft.
Yeah, that's just theft.
Well, they're both theft.
Yeah, but shoplifting and it's so yes, has to be
Yes, it
from
has to be from a shop.
a store. Okay,
But
okay,
it doesn't necessarily mean like it has to be like a Walmart. You know, you could go for like a Jared Jewelers. Do they have physical locations?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Is that a dumb question?
Physical
It's a really dumb question.
No, it's not, because there won't be physical locations for any stores in like 30 years.
They'll all just be Amazon warehouses.
What about McDonald's though? Do you think that they're going to be able to like drone drop you a Big Mac?
No, they'll drone pick you up to the location and then bring you back.
It's the only fucking future I want.
That's the America I want to live in.
See, when we say that we have a dream of a better America,
Yeah.
that's what we all think. And that's a position that we can all get behind.
Because the thing is, right now we're all angry
It
because
crosses party lines.
Yeah, we're all angry about dumb shit and we're taking it out on each
We're
other.
reaching hands across the aisle and we're handing each other fries and Big Macs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because have either of you ever shoplifted ever?
Technically.
Okay, well, of course, yeah, Tyler, yes, we knew.
Okay.
What'd you take?
Nothing much, really. I've taken clothes. I've taken...
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd you say, yeah, like, they don't need my money?
Well, come on.
Was it from like a Walmart or some shit?
That's the fucking mentality is you take whatever you want and you're like, it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, it doesn't affect Jeff Bezos.
This is
Who
true.
owns
I'm sorry,
everything?
you stole from Amazon? What'd you take?
An employee.
What's the
I
biggest thing you
liberated an
took?
employee.
What's the biggest thing you took, huh?
A sweatshirt. Nothing more than that.
How did
From
you do
where, what
that?
location, on what date?
Target. I don't remember the day.
How old were you?
Probably like 15, 16.
Oh, so that was when you were like, no, I'm like pretty sick though, guys.
No, it's more of like, well, I'm not 18, so it doesn't really matter.
Damn.
You got to get that shit in before you're
I can't tell if
18.
you're super smart or the biggest piece of shit on planet Earth.
Well, like you got to get that shit in before you're 18, because then once you're 18, then you'll get fucked up. But
Then you'll
when
get
you're
tried
si-
as an adult, yeah.
Yeah, when you're 16, it's like, oh, just put it back and maybe you'll do community service this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Tay, did you take anything?
Yes. It was when I was working at a liquor store and they had those like little sample bottles in the basement. Those are so easy to just fucking pocket like 6 of them without
Okay.
anyone noticing.
That actually does. So,
Plus, my boss also did it, so I didn't feel too bad.
okay. So there
I
you
mentioned
go.
I stole kids' birthday gifts before.
What the
From my last
fuck?
place. Oh yeah, when this kid was an absolute shit. He was a piece of shit. And
So
then,
you took his joy away.
yes,
Wow.
he was a piece of shit. And even the mom was just like, "Oh, you motherfucker." And then like we had said, "Okay, you guys are done in here. Like you can't play with your toys anymore. Like you guys got to get out." And then he dumped his entire Minecraft set onto the floor and tried starting to build it. So then I stole a few pieces of it so he'll never finish it.
Holy shit. That seems like just
fucking-
justice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
justice.
It's justice.
When I worked at a grocery store, we used to just like take a cantaloupe and bring it in the back and slice it up and just be eating it the whole shift, or like raspberries and stuff like that. But that's like pussy shit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done with that pussy shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take something big. Like, but then when I think about it, I'm like, do I think I could get away with clothes? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't think I could get away with that.
You know
how easy was it?
You know how?
Well, I mean, it was before everyone had RFID.
yeah,
so-
yeah.
yeah.
You know how everyone
Very.
would tell that I was stealing something, like clothing wise? There'd be huge pit stains
you'd just
of
be
me just sweating as I'm walking out of the building.
Geysering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one thing I did steal that I got in super huge trouble for from my parents. It was a single jelly bean.
What?
Yeah.
Was it the good one?
No. So
Was it the pink one? Because if you stole the pink one, then you're a piece of shit.
if I remember correctly, it was the Dr. Pepper flavored one.
You asshole.
That sounds
So,
horrible.
We were on a family vacation, and I believe my sister was born at this point, so she was like small, and my mom was carrying her or some shit. We were at like a tourist stop to fill up on gas, so we went inside to get like food and shit for like the travel and the snacks and whatever, right? And I walked past the jelly beans by myself as like a 10-year-old or some shit, and I was like, "Oh, Dr. Pepper jelly bean. I wonder what that tastes like." Totally not vindictive at all. Opened it up, took one, and popped it in. I was like, that's pretty good. So I walked up to my dad. I was like, hey, Dad, those Dr. Pepper jelly beans are really good. I just had one. And my dad's like, you did what? I was like, what? He's like, that's stealing. You can't steal. I was like, okay, Dad, I'm sorry.
You said, suck it, Pop.
yeah.
And you smacked him and you got the fuck out of there.
So yeah, that was the one time I stole something and got in like actual trouble for it. The swim team I was a part of in high school were known kleptomaniacs. We had a hello.
Oh, he's calling the police.
I'm on hold with the police.
Yeah.
Because you're a monster.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly, that's probably fair. Like, you did admit to the crime.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I did my time.
No, you didn't. Not yet.
So
20 years.
We're bringing back capital punishment for this.
Oh God.
The most severe of crimes.
So the swim team, we had a time capsule in the locker room.
Yeah.
So they had those like panel roofing, right?
Yeah.
So we would remove one of the panels and just hide shit up there that we've stolen as like a
Oh, the deep end bad boys.
yeah. It was like our little time capsule, right? Notable items in there are a traffic cone, a lawn gnome, lawn flamingo, and
Why were you guys heisting lawns all the time?
I don't fucking know. It was just,
Shouldn't you be in the water?
that's what they fucking
perfect
did.
crime.
I was never asked to do a lot of this shit either. They just showed up, and I was like, okay, I guess.
My neighbor put out this stupid fucking flamingo. So nabbed it on the way here. I swam right across her lawn so
I
fast.
imagine the swim team being sort of like what's the movie where they dance and wear leather jackets and there's like a race divide?
Oh, Footloose.
Aquaman.
No. But I picture like they're all wearing leather jackets and like they stroll up. There's like the bad boy in the back smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I
pop
think
him,
we
like,
have
with
very different ideas of the swim team.
So my favorite thing that we've ever
well
stolen.
when they're terrestrial, you know, then
Wait, so are the leather jackets in the water?
yeah,
They're sitting at the bottom of the deep end
resistant-
smoking
they're
cigarettes.
resistant
amphibious,
training.
they're amphibious jackets. You can wear them on land or sea, but the deep end bad boys eventually have to walk, and so that's
No,
where that
I
comes
was thinking
in.
they only are cool in the water, and then once they're out of the water,
They're just like total
Then-
fucking
then
nerds.
they're
yeah, then they're just like total fucking nerds.
The deep end bad boys are disbanded when they hit land.
yeah.
So my favorite thing we've ever stolen.
Was a virginity.
Oh, poor taste. I think.
Come on.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'll bleep you.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so one year at YMCA State, there was a couple of high school boys on the team for the YMCA because there's two separate teams for high school and YMCA. So on the YMCA team, the high school boys, one of them, one of my good friends, we had finished swimming for the day on Friday, and he kind of just like sat there in the locker room waiting for everyone else to finish. He's like, I want some fucking ice cream. We're like, okay, dude, let's go get ice cream. He's like, no, I don't think you guys understand. I want some fucking ice cream. We're like, sure. So he looked up a place. He's like, guys, I've got the place. And we drove up to this little strip mall area thing, right? And they had an item on the menu called the cornucopia. And what the cornucopia is it's every single flavor they had, one scoop of it in a giant metal bowl, 2 cans of whipped cream,
Fuck.
an entire package of like
God,
cashews.
that's so many wasted whippets.
Yeah, and then just like half a bottle of chocolate syrup and like 17 cherries. And they gave us a giant spoon to go with it, you know, comically sized spoon,
Yeah.
funny. We destroyed that thing between 6 of us in 10 minutes.
But did you
So
steal
what did you
it?
steal?
We stole the spoon. Because they expected it
God
back.
damn it, Tay.
They expected it back!
Oh
No, they don't.
No, they did. They were like, hey, bring the spoon and bowl back when you're done. And we brought the bowl back and we're just like, nah, we're taking this. And we just fucking ran. And then we engraved it and put it up in the thing.
Tay, do you understand
You basically-
dramatic buildup in a story at all?
You basically stole silverware from a fucking TGI Fridays.
The buildup was all to say me and my friends enjoyed a bowl of ice cream. That's not a story, Tay.
big spoon.
Oh my god.
I don't know why the buildup was relevant to the spoon.
Because I was telling you my favorite thing we stole. You needed context.
Oh my god.
That I don't even know if context is like if that's even context.
You could have
We stole an inflatable drink cooler. Is that cooler? Haha.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
To answer your question, a car. I want to steal a car.
You think you
From
can get
a lot.
You think you can get away with stealing a car?
I don't think I can get away with
That's
it.
the
But I
question.
think I could go for a hell of a ride.
One last ride.
Well, technically, you would get away with it if you crash the car at the end and die.
So that's like how I want to
perfect
go.
crime.
Yeah. That's sort of like it's like new seppuku. Seppuku
Yeah,
2.
there was a post on
car whoopsie.
there was a post I saw on Reddit from like 4chan or some shit of someone's detailed step-by-step plan for actually doing just that. He was going to test drive a very expensive convertible and drive it down the highway going as fast as he can, and when the cops started to like pull in to chase him,
Yeah.
he'd be wearing a
GTA style?
Yeah, no, he'd be wearing a parachute and like a cord around his waist tied to the car, and then launch the parachute and somehow kill himself in the process so that the car would keep going and he'd be like hanging off the parachute at the back, going out in a really epic style, gamer style.
Except the thing is, that would never. This isn't a James Bond movie. That shit just doesn't work.
Well, we haven't tried it.
Yeah. You want to be a guinea pig?
No.
Are you just is this just like a faith thing? You just have to kind of like that's what
Here's
I feel
the
would
thing: is
happen.
that you're
No,
either going
we have
to
to
be
test it.
really, you're either going to be really fucking cool, or you're going to be a dipshit. Like, then you're going to get made fun of online the rest of time.
Well, if
Maybe
it
that's
doesn't
his
work out,
goal.
you die, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Either way, it's not
It's
your
kind
problem.
of a
yeah, but then you're
win-win.
going to look like a doofus. Do you really want to die like doing like a parachute like you got
You're
like tangled in
dead.
the parachute?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're dead. That's the thing. If you die, it don't matter no
But
more.
then if
Even if there is a consciousness in the afterlife, you have enough
No, the
time in
consciousness-
said afterlife to fucking get over it.
the consciousness of 4 or 5 seconds before you die, where you realized you made a big whoopsie, and
I can't believe we're arguing that you don't think it would be cool to parachute out of a car you drove off a bridge.
But if it fucks up so bad where you look really dumb, and then there's like a couple seconds before you die, it's like a fuck. Well, this probably didn't look cool. Dead.
yeah, then you have the entirety of your afterlife to be like, I'm over it.
Or you're just fucking dead.
Or it's like that Tom Cruise movie where you live the moment over and over again, and you're stuck in the loop.
Oh, Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Tom
sure.
Cruise.
Yeah, the one with Tom Cruise. He played the groundhog.
Not a lot of people, they had great prosthetic designers for that.
Well,
absolutely,
no,
that
he was
one.
just a lot shorter back then. He
Yeah.
grew. He hit puberty.
Not a
little
lot,
bit.
but
yeah, he grew a couple.
Yeah.
like 2 inches.
Yeah, a little bit. So,
Well, speaking of growing, I'm growing tired of this podcast.
we got a few minutes left. We got to end it on a high note, T. You can't try.
You got something you can wrap up in 2-3 minutes?
4 minutes tops.
Well, we wanna end this on a high note. So,
Meaning, I've been working on a funny, guys. Pay attention to me.
do we want to go through? Actually, no. This is a good one to end on because it's quick, it's fun, and it's easy.
Okay.
I am gonna go through the dumbest fucking days imaginable because I found this thing. I don't know what I was listening to
God.
today where they said like, oh, today is National Whatever Day.
Today is National Thank Your Boss Day.
Yeah, like the dumbest fucking things on earth where
Yeah.
it's like everything has a day. And then I found like a website that like has like every national and international like holiday day kind of listed. And there was legit like 2 or 3 holidays every single fucking day. And they are so niche that it is beautiful.
Tyler,
All right, hit me
Tyler
with them.
starts off this list. Number 1, Ramadan. What the fuck?
So, in honor of my birthday last week, it wasn't actually my birthday. It was actually World Password Day.
What the fuck is...
What does that even mean?
What do
you do on
What
World
do you
Pass-
do in honor of World Passport Day? Everybody say their passports out.
passports? Everyone say your password out loud. Yeah, like all of these are like so niche that it's like, what on earth do you possibly do?
Oh, maybe you
for
changed
this
your
day?
password that day.
I don't buy it.
Hey, Tyler, hit me with my birthday.
Yeah, let's just do
No,
birthdays.
we're not doing birthdays. We're doing the month of May.
The fuck you, I guess.
We're doing
Sure.
this month, so like when people listen to this podcast, then they know for the rest of the month, like, okay, these are the days that I got to look
this is
forward
what you
to.
gotta
in
look
the
forward
month.
to. Okay.
Yeah. So this coming Sunday, so after the podcast comes out, this Sunday,
Game of Thrones Day, right?
Game of Thrones Day, also not Mother's Day. That one's lame.
No one likes moms anymore.
Instead, it's National Limerick Day. So you're gonna want to set your calendars
Yeah,
for
so you-
National Limerick Day so you can have some good riddles.
Dude, I've been itching to spout some limericks coming up here.
You're
So
wearing green and have red hair.
Today,
That's true, and been to
today,
Ireland.
the day the podcast comes out. So this Friday, when you're listening, if you're listening the day it comes out, Happy National Shrimp Day.
yeah, go get some shrimp.
Hell
Go get
yeah,
some.
dude.
Go to
Get
your
some shrimp
local
cheese.
Bubba
Yeah.
Gump. That'll be sick. Make sure to celebrate.
Yeah. I love them curly little guys.
Hell yeah.
There is international. This one's international.
Oh, this is for everyone gets to enjoy these ones.
You know what? If
Yeah.
you're out of the U.S.,
All access.
everyone gets to celebrate this one. International Hummus Day, Monday, May 13th.
I hate
Wow.
hummus.
So,
So if you
everyone
want some good chickpea mash,
go make sure you get that.
yeah, get in on that stuff because
I'm really looking forward to Saturday, May 18th,
Oh, hit me
when
with
it's National No Dirty Dishes Day.
oh, that famous holiday, the one that basically was just someone like, I'm fucking sick of this.
Exactly. Someone
No,
was just
you
mad
have to
at
do
their
it today
roommate.
because it's fucking clean dishes day. Go fuck yourself,
Someone was
John.
mad at their roommate, and they were a lawmaker, so they were like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, it's
or vice versa, or different scenario where it's like a wife of like a maybe not so healthy relationship, and she's like chatting with her girlfriends, like, so what'd you guys do for No Dirty Dishes Day? And they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, Johnny gets super mad if I don't observe that holiday.
Someone was just like, what do you mean you didn't want to do it, Susan? Fucking do it. Okay, go on. What's next?
my personal favorite.
Oh, yes.
Monday, May 20th, with probably the most egregious in terms of goals holidays. Monday, May 20th, National Be a Millionaire Day. I had to look up because I was like,
Holy
this is bullshit. This is fucking
Holy shit.
bullshit. I looked it up and it's meant to be like a day of like set goals for yourselves and like start financially like download an app on your phone that like goes over your personal
it's supposed to be
finances.
like a betterment day, like trying to get yourself on track to be a millionaire.
Yeah, it's meant to be
Okay.
like for you to be a millionaire. Downloading a fucking banking app where you like look at your like expenses over the week and realize, oh, I could probably cut this out. You're never gonna make it to $1 million. Like just budgeting yourself. Like that's not fucking possible. In
Yeah.
what reality is it just like, oh, I've been going to McDonald's a lot. I see that if I cut that out, I'd be a millionaire. Like,
Yeah.
What? No fucking way.
Oh, hell. Oh, shit.
Shit, we could all be millionaires.
Damn it, curses, Ronald. You took it again.
Another big one coming up Friday, May 24th, National Sunscreen Day.
It's not even summer.
Make sure to apply your sunscreen.
No, the first day of summer is in
very
June.
liberally.
I that's kind of for me every day though.
yeah,
I have
that's
red
true.
hair, so it's a real.
Hit us with the last day of the month and we'll wrap up.
We got
Tyler.
two more.
Tyler, we have.
Yeah, we're wrapping up
okay.
because we're at the end of the month. The last day of May, Friday, May 31st, is 2 special days.
Oh.
It's World, another international one.
Oh, okay. Yep.
World No Tobacco Day. Pretty ambitious goal.
It was started by Big Vape.
Yeah. And then also National Macaroon Day is observed on
I'll
this day.
fucking-
So we all substitute nicotine for macaroons.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm fucking down for that, honestly.
Everyone loves those little cake sandwiches, right? They're just the best.
Do you like them?
No, I don't think I've ever had one. I'll be honest.
And then
Pretty good. Go to the Mall of America. There's
the
some there.
very last thing, the entire month, so we can all make sure we celebrate for the rest of the month, is May is National Teen Self-Esteem Month.
Wow. So that's like a month long situation.
Yeah, we're gonna end this podcast on a high note. So teens out there, you're doing great. Let's really work on our self-esteem.
Yeah.
And go get that haircut. Go
buy
clean
those daring jeans.
clean your room. Buy those jeans you've been looking to. Ask your mom for money to go to the mall.
Tell your friends you love them.
Look, no, that's for weenies.
Yeah,
But-
that's pretty
but
weenie.
Go up to that special someone that you've been crushing on and just
talk to them. You know,
Say what's up.
self-esteem. You know, it's all about the confidence. And teens, if you really want to boost your self-esteem, just drink and do drugs, really, is the only thing that we can say. So Baseless claims we want to let all the teens out there know, drink and do drugs and you will be just fine.
Man, I'm so glad.
I've been Tory.
I've been Tyler, but now I am Hacker Boy.
And I
The metamorphosis. It's happened.
And my name is Tay. Thank you so much for listening and or watching wherever you may be listening and or watching to this podcast. If you're listening to us on a platform where you can leave a rating and or a review, go ahead and do so. It really helps us out, helps us get into like curated lists and everything, bumps us up. And be sure to share us around with your friends. And if you're too scared to show them an hour-long talk fest of us just bullshitting,
Just show them the first 10 minutes of this.
yeah, show them the first 10 minutes or even like a minute or two.
They're either on board or they're not. Here's the ticket. You hopping on?
Go ahead and follow any one of us on Twitter individually or follow Shapeless as a whole on Twitter as well. Tweet at us at any time. We should respond unless we think you're lame, but that's usually not the case. And again, thank you so much for listening and or watching.
Bye.
This one goes out to all you teens out there.